Hello, good morning, dear students. Once again, welcome back to the world of Python programming language. In the previous class, we were discussing about the topic queue data structure. We already discussed about stack data structure. In the previous class, we were discussed queue data structure. Actually, which is following FIFO data structure, first in, first out. Example for queue is a queue in a bank ATM, or a queue in a fee counter, queue in a shopping center, etc. Okay, queue is called FIFO data structure. First inserted person or first inserted element will take first out. Okay, today we can discuss how to insert an element into a queue. How to insert an element into a queue. Inserting an element into a queue takes place using rear. Actually, in a queue data structure, two ends are there. Insertion will takes place at the rear end, REAR, rear end, and deletion will takes place at the front end, FRONT, front end. Okay, after insertion of an element, rear will be incremented to hold the new value in queue. Okay, rear will be incremented after insertion of an element. Rear value will be incremented to hold the new value in queue. In Python, the list function, we already discussed about one list function, append. Append function is used to add elements to a list. Append means add. You can add or you can insert a new element into a queue with the help of append function. Then the position of rear gets changed at every steps of insertion. The position of rear gets changed. We already discussed insertion will takes place at the rear end, then the position of rear gets changed at every step of insertion. Now we can discuss its implementation with the help of one example. Did you see here? Five values are there. We are going to insert these five values into a queue. 38, A, 4.5, 9, X. We can insert each values one by one. Okay, 38, A, 4.5, 9, X. Did you see here one empty queue is there? Its index value also given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the index values. We already discussed we can insert 5 values into this queue: 38, A, 4.5, 99 and X. Okay, then in the first step there is an empty queue. In the second step, did you see front equal to 0, rear equal to 0? We already discussed in inserting an element into a queue takes place using rear end. Okay, deletion will takes place at the front end and insertion will takes place at the rear end. Before inserting an element, both front and rear values will be 0. Okay, in an empty queue, front will be 0 and rear also will be 0. Then in the second step, we can insert first element into this queue. Okay, insert the first element as 38 into the queue with front equal to 0 and rear equal to 0. Both values are 0. We can insert 38 value 38 into 0th position, 0th index position. In the third step, did you see next element A is inserted into the queue with front equal to 0 and rear equal to 1. Okay, after insertion of one element, the value of rear will be incremented by 1. Okay, insertion will takes place at the rear end. We already inserted one element 38 into this queue, so the value of rear will be incremented by 1, rear equal to 1 and front will remains as 0. Okay, front equal to 0 and rear equal to 1. Then 38 will insert into 0th position, and the character A will insert into which position, which index position, first position. Okay, first inserted element is 38. It will be, its position will be 0, and second inserted element is A, its position will be 1. Then now we can move to step 4. Step 4, insert another element 4.5 into the queue with front equal to 0 and rear equal to 2. In this step, front value will remains as 0 and rear will be incremented by 1, and its value will become 2. Okay, in this fourth step, rear will be 2. We already inserted 38 at the 0th position, A at the first position. Now 4.5 also inserted at the second position. Now the value of rear will be 2 and front will be remains as 0. Did you understand what I say? In the first step, 38 inserted, rear value will be 0 and front value also will be 0. Then in the next step, A inserted, rear value will be incremented by 1. Then in the next step, 4.5 added or inserted to this queue, and rear value will be again incremented by 1. Then rear value will become 2. Then in the step 5, insert 99 as the next element in the queue with front equal to 0 and rear equal to 3. Okay, front value will be remains as 0 and rear value will be incremented 1. Okay, rear value will be incremented by 1. Okay, now the value of rear equal to 3 and 99, the value 99 inserted to the position of 3. Okay, index value 3. Okay, in the step 6, finally last value we can insert last value. Finally insert the value x into the queue with front equal to 0 and rear equal to 4. The value of front will remains as 0 and rear will be 4. Okay, now x is inserted to which position? Fourth position or fourth index value. Okay, 38 inserted at the 0th position, A at the first position, 4.5 second position, 99 third position, x inserted to fourth position. Now the front value will remains as 0 and rear will incremented by 1 more, and now the value of rear will be 4. Okay, now 5 values are inserted to this queue. Okay, insertion completed. Front value will remains as 0 and rear value will become 4. Okay, now we can move to algorithm to insert an element into a list queue. How to insert an element into a list, that we already discussed. Now we can move to algorithm, rules for insertion. Okay, steps for inserting an element into a queue. Okay, if you want to add a new element to a queue, you can use append function, that we already discussed. Append function. Here, did you see 4 steps are there? 4 steps are included. First step is start. Every algorithm should start with start and end with stop. Then first step is start, and second step is element equal to input of enter the element to be added to the queue. Okay, element equal to input enter the element to be added to the queue. After starting this algorithm, you can give the element. You can give the element to be added to the queue. Then third step is queue dot append of element. Queue dot append of element. This code is used for adding an element to a q dot append is used for adding or inserting an element to a q dot append of element, we already given element equal to input of enter the element to be added to the queue. When we get a message enter the element to be added to the queue, you can give any element and that element will be added with the help of q dot append of element. Okay, q dot append of element, this code is used for adding an element to a queue. Then fourth step is stop. Okay, these are the steps or algorithm to insert an element into a list queue. Start element, you can give any element, after that q dot append of element, then stop. Next operation is deletion. Okay, next operation is deletion. If you want to delete an element from a queue or displaying its elements, it becomes mandatory to check whether the queue is empty or not. Okay, if you want to delete an element from a queue, you should check whether the queue is empty or not. If a queue is empty, you know deletion is not possible. If there is no element in a queue, deletion operation is not possible. Okay, both of these operation become insignificant if the queue is empty. If the queue is empty, remove or traversal operation cannot be implemented. If the queue is non-empty, we can remove element from it using front end of the queue. If queue is non-empty or if the elements are present in a queue, then only deletion is possible at the front end of the queue. We already discussed deletion will take place at the front end if the queue is non-empty or if the elements are present in a queue, then only deletion operation is possible. If a queue is empty, deletion is not possible. So if you want to delete an element from a queue, you should check whether the queue is empty or not. Now we can move to algorithm to check an empty queue. Did you see? First step is start. Second step is if queue equal to there is an empty square bracket. What is its meaning? Check whether the queue is empty or not. If queue equal to empty queue or if queue equal to empty, print queue is empty. Okay, if queue equal to empty square bracket or there is no element present in a queue, what will be the message? Print queue is empty. Then go to step 4. Go to step 4 means stop. Otherwise element equal to queue dot pop of 0. Okay, removing the first element from the front end. Once again I repeating, if queue is an empty square bracket or if queue is empty, print queue is empty. Go to step 4, stop. Then third step is element equal to, that means if queue is non-empty or elements are present in a queue, what will happen? Element equal to queue dot pop, then only deletion is possible. If queue is non-empty, deletion is possible. So this third step will work. Element equal to queue dot pop of 0. Pop is used for what? Deletion. We already discussed append is used for insertion. Pop is used for deletion of an element from a queue. Element equal to queue dot pop of 0. Pop of 0 means we already discussed removing the element from the front end of a queue. Removal or deletion will take place at the front end of a queue and deletion will start from the 0th position. Okay, 0th position, first in first out, first inserted element will remove first or delete first. Okay, first inserted element, where will be the first position of first inserted element? 0th position. So element equal to queue dot pop of 0 means removing the first element from the front or from the 0th position, then stop. Okay, that means fourth step. These are the steps for checking for an empty queue. After this empty queue checking, deletion is possible. If queue is empty, deletion is not possible. If queue is non-empty, we can delete element from a queue. Okay, next topic is deletion of element from a queue and its implementation. Okay, deletion of element from a queue and its implementation, that we will discuss in the next class. Okay, today we can wind up our class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.